she was like, "You bought my husband a toy that is so loud." And I was like, I did do that.
That's on him. Have him turn the TV volume down. What the fuck?
Turn his TV off.
It is 7:01.
Anyway, so, hi, hey, hello, welcome, everybody, to Stream of Enchantment. We're back.
Hello.
The air is thick even before we begin with everything that is going on, right? It's crazy.
I think that's water.
It's, you know.
Wow, there's no music.
Why would there be? Everyone's
There it is.
dead. God damn it, Matt.
A funeral dirge.
So, you're right. Yeah. The air is thick, the air is heavy. However, we're not gonna linger on that. You know what I mean? Why would we? But there is a focus. Vaughn. Your vision is as it is, as it's falling. There's that moment, things are flashing. Strings, threads, wires, ropes, fibers of all kinds pull and knot at your very being. Flashes of foaming water, racing rapids, and red stone consume your vision as you feel the pull of your arms, fingers, and bones. It's more than that, however. You can feel that you can reach outward, your thoughts shifting dramatically from simple to complex. I was falling. What did that kiss mean? Could I have done more? What day is it? We made it. What was that scream? Where are they? The sun, it was so bright. Then sudden pain. Your mind, your body, everything felt as if it had been crushed and then spun through the whitewater rapids of the most dangerous river you could imagine. Leaf. The creak and slow snapping of wood, the fibers of each strand that make up the greater plank scream out like millions of ripping pages of paper. An intense grip on your body as if it were being held in time and space while the rest of eternity flashed by you. Something cracked. The sound of it echoes around you. Just as a faint gasp reaches your ear, your vision is dark at times, flashes of white, red, blue. There's an image of a mirror. As you grit your teeth, blood covered in blood and tears filling your eyes, but they're different. These aren't your eyes. Identical, yes, but they do not belong. The mirror fades. The frozen water submerges your being. You feel a sudden pulse. There was darkness flickering before it. The moment doesn't stop, and the pain rages, as if you were feeling a pain twice the power, and the world turns to darkness. You feel one lasting, piercing pain echo through you. Delilah. It was soft, but broken. The last moment before you felt pain once more. A dream of a nightmare. Nothing could have prepared you for the knowledge of what pain could be. Darkness. Soft lights. They were coarse and rough, all things and nothing. Then flashes, your arms reaching out, screams, the crack of bones against stone, a snap of wood louder than you had heard before. White and blue planks of wood. You feel something in your hand. You look down. The images flicker as you impact against raging waters. Where did they come from? The image. You maintain to struggle. Gray, torn, broken, torn, strings, mending, crimson. Flashes of light and sound, too convoluted to make out. You're clutching something to your chest. You struggle to open your eyes one last time. a swirl of endless foaming bubbles, a blue and black void swirl before you, a pain like no other, and in the end, everything fades to black. Katie.
Sorry.
You good?
That
You
was
okay?
just such an aggressive shift that.
I was waiting for it.
Katie, the warm mid-morning air slowly wafts in, flickering images of the previous night dance in your mind, a pleasant moment of laughter, allowing yourself to feel as if you weren't to blame for a time. The welcoming face of another. A smile spreads across your face in the dim light before a sunbeam breaks through the roof of your ramshackle hut. Go ahead and please describe your new character for us.
Yeah. So my new character is. Oh, you're pulling up a picture, huh?
No,
Oh, no, not yet?
describe them.
Okay. Yeah,
You guys right now, I'm going to tell you right now, we're a little off-center frame-wise, but
That's better.
Kate, no,
Is this
you're
better? Oh.
you just if you scooch over a little bit. There you go,
Oh,
perfect.
okay.
A little too much. Go back. Right there. Okay,
It's
okay,
not too
you're good.
far.
And Lainey, if you could take 2 hops over. 2 hops this time.
Bam,
Bam.
bam, bam.
Perfect. So Zoe, Katie, and Lainey do not have name tags right now as we introduce their characters.
Who am I?
So, continue with your description.
Yes. So, lying on the very questionable mattress on the floor of this little hut is a quite tall, not as tall as the twins, a couple inches shorter. Older compared to the humans, the Insight crew, basically, or Foresight crew. That's what it was. Just like any college age kid would think, 35 to 37 is old.
Yeah. Yeah. Like freaking Final Fantasy X Auron is 35.
Yeah.
Although he does
But to be fair, he lived a
Have-
rough life.
quite quite the 5 claw shadow going on. Very long unkempt hair that's starting to go kind of prematurely gray. As he gets up, he kind of coughs and grabs, reaches for a jug of some mysterious clear liquid that smells as if it could be used to clean counters. And kind of pulls on like a. He picks up and kind of sniffs a clean seeming shirt, very threadbare, very plain. Nothing special about it. Deciding, yeah, that's good, and pulls it on, and goes outside. Starts the day.
Sorry. That was an important text. So, I'll bring up the little picture. So I don't know how to correctly say your character's name.
Hike.
Hike?
Yeah.
So, as
Take
Hike,
that hike.
As it,
Like,
is
mama.
it spelt like the walk? Or-
No.
Okay.
H-A-I-K.
Right here.
Like
Like the first letters of Haikyuu.
No, yeah.
yeah.
I didn't really.
So,
He's a poet, you don't know?
you, you kind of get up, check yourself, do all that stuff. You, even in your kind of drunken stupor, you maintain yourself through morning rituals to keep your body in at least a somewhat physically well done shape. For everyone out there, Katie is playing a monk, so there is a lot of body exercise, and it's very controlled and maintained and done in such a way that it feels practiced and well versed to always stay in this peak form. And one of the things you do every morning is you call it a booze run where you will like drink some, put your beer down, and run as far as you can. Come back before the tingle hits you again. So and that you have to, and you do that a couple times. And so this morning you are running. And you go ahead and make a perception check as you are making this run.
Oh boy. That's gonna be a 15.
Even as you, oh man, sorry, I thought I was about to sneeze. As you start running, you make about like 60, 70 feet, and the first thing you see is red. The sea foam in the early morning is red. And I think in that first moment, there's a bit of panic, and then you keep going because maybe you're seeing things, maybe it's just a flashback, who knows. But you keep running, and you come across 3 figures on the ground. I need Hike to make a wisdom save.
Or else what, you just start beating the shit out of us on the sand.
Wow, I love where that went. That's just something about you, Francis.
I was like, what is...
That's a 19.
What could...
A 19.
What could...
You feel this like instant
Lots of
like
violence.
form of panic.
Okay.
There's a memory that flashes through from a time whenever you were younger. You were more brazen, more brass, and you remember what you believe is your single greatest mistake.
Sandra, the music is drowning you out a little bit, or at least on my end.
That's because it's right next to my speaker. Sucks for you. But you're able to push past it. You see that these are similar in age to that memory, but you pull yourself together. You realize two of the figures. Go ahead and make a medicine check off that 15, real quick.
Oh, just because my percent. Okay.
Yeah.
Medicine check, you said, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's a 10.
10. It doesn't take much. The first thing you notice is 2 of these figures, feminine, clothes are tattered and torn. Their legs are broken. One of their legs each is broken. You run up. You see their unconscious forms. However, a few feet away, you look up, trying to kind of survey the area, see if anyone is around who can help you. You see another figure, tall, elven form. You have an immediate moment of panic as black hair, darker skin, and I'm going to need you to make... I'm going to ask you, what would Hike do seeing a figure that is reminiscent of their friend on the ground,
Okay.
or these 2 strangers?
How intoxicated would you say I am?
You have a bit of the hair of the
That's
dog
an
that bit you,
important- Yeah,
but
like-
not enough to be like drunk.
Yeah,
you
it's
are
just
you
like
are
enough
leveled
to
out.
like, all right, I'm not hungover, but I'm not wasted. Okay,
Yeah.
so that would say like immediate, check to see if they have any worse injuries, and then check the young Sladar to see if it is my friend. And
Sorry,
then
one more time.
I'll check the girls to see if there are any worse injuries, like, that are immediately, like, life-threatening.
Okay.
And then the same for the the taller one, and to check if it is my friend somehow.
So you run. So you quickly assess these two. Make a medicine check.
Again?
Yeah, this one is more just to see that extra layer.
Okay. Oh, that's a 16.
16. Nothing immediate pops out to you. However, you do know that maybe these two will have some lingering wound of some kind.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. So you run over to the Sledar. Immediately, you've known Sledar in the past. You recognize just by the length of the ears, half Sledar. Your heart starts pumping even more. Your friend, same type of person. So you roll them over. As you roll them over, first thing you notice, their arm is gone, had been ripped off. In their unconscious state, you see that they are in like a cold sweat. You put your hand to their forehead. Off that same medicine check, you can feel a fever, but you also know that they've been in this water of calamity, not just like a normal ocean.
Yeah.
Probably for a fair number of days.
Okay.
They need medical attention.
Yeah, and I said nobody. You said nobody was around with my perception
with
check?
your perception, you didn't see anyone immediately.
Okay.
I will say, go ahead and roll just like a general luck check. We'll start building out this town real quick.
13.
Cool. You know that there are two things close by. There is the Coral Cup, which is like a tavern inn, where your buddy is staying.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that the Bloodroot cabinet, which is like your villages, like this village's like apothecary / clinic. It's not that big.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you would want to take them. They're kind of in
Yeah.
the same distance, but it's going to take you multiple trips unless you can get help.
Yeah, so I'll immediately I will pick up the tall Sildar one. It's and then run like full max, like
Yeah.
monk, stepping on the way and all that stuff. Like stopping and be like, all right, that's a bad idea. And then, but I will like, without kind of waiting, I'll burst into the apothecary
Okay.
and kind of give them like the rundown. Hey, I found
Yeah.
these guys. There's 2 more on the beach, and then after giving him the doctor, whoever, I'll go over to the
Coral Cup.
Coral Cup and get my buddy.
So as you bust into the Coral Cup, Zoe, you wake up early. You also being of your background, you practice early in the morning. You want to be nimble and fast, but also you didn't really make that much money last night, so maybe an early morning shift would help out. So you are already up and about, and you see Hike bust through the doors, panicked. There is blood covering a part of him. And if you could please describe your character real quick.
Okay, so kind of in direct opposition to the man busting through the tavern door, Nyx is going to be tall, dark, and handsome. As a half-elf, they got the long ears, they have the sharp features, black hair, they have black, long, flowing hair. They are kind of androgynous, ambiguous looking at them gender-wise. They, in their talents, are working as a bartender, like in the anime, they're just always shaking.
I'll just share the martini.
But to get some extra tips,
Like high fantasy, dirty...
Like a cocktail, like doing the
What
tricks
is
and
it?
stuff.
The Tom Cruise movie?
Yeah.
Cocktail.
Oh, cocktail.
Cocktail, yeah.
Yep. And they are very much in that same vein, doing the tricks, going for the tips of what they didn't earn last night. As someone in the performing arts previously, doing balancing acts and tricks and spins and things like that comes second nature to them. So it's very easy for them to put up a show. Yeah, they're kind of a lighthearted one. Don't take anything too seriously. So when they see Hike busting through the door, there is just a well, good morning, I guess.
You forgot the most important part, in my opinion. You forgot the black lipstick.
Oh, of course. They're tall, dark, and handsome, and have the beautiful black lipstick. So enchanting, alluring, all of the good stuff.
I really like. I didn't realize we were gonna do it this way, but your little chibi art is very like in the same manner of like it has Hike just kind of like drunk off to the side, and then it has Nyx just being all like flirtatious. So Hike, you run in, you see the pre-game practice for the lunchtime rush that's inevitably going to come in. What do you say?
I'll get in. I'll just yell, Nyx on the beach. Crash. There people. I need help.
Is this a real thing that happened?
Yes,
this
they're,
just like
they're there. Look at me. And like I'm covered in blood.
Well, I suppose there is evidence. All right,
Come on! And I run out the door.
I'm gonna throw the shaker cup to somebody. Another bartender. They're gonna absolutely drop it. My drink is ruined. It's on the floor. But I'll jump over the countertop and sashay my way out the door.
Okay.
Are we face down on the beach?
No,
Okay.
in the medical check there was like a
Just
you
like
got to roll
bondage
over, you know.
position. Okay.
I will say in
Just
this
like burn
moment,
Just making sure you guys weren't.
go ahead
eviscerated.
and both of you roll. These will not be death saves, but they will be like consciousness saves.
Gotcha.
So go ahead and just roll your d20 and tell me what you get.
Save me, purple die that always
So
betrays
it's,
me.
Constitution.
What could
saving
go
throw?
wrong?
No, just a d20, just like a death save, but this is no,
Oh.
there won't be. You'll either be unconscious or you'll be. So
Nat 20.
nat 20.
Hey.
You begin to wake up. You are in incredible pain. It's radiating from your leg. You start trying to move. And then as you're coming more to consciousness, you immediately feel pain across one of your eyes. And you have to wince. You turn and see Vaughn.
Okay.
Passed out. Was that 8 or 13?
8.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
And they are, for all intents and purposes, fully just like out of it.
Can I reach her or?
I'll say make like a strength test, just like drag yourself over because you're about 10 feet away.
Okay. 12.
12. Very slowly, and I'll say as you're like crawling over, it's incredibly. You're dragging your broken leg through the dirt and grit of a beach.
Yeah. As one does.
And you, as you like get close, almost within touching reach, you see two figures running. One is covered in blood. They look panicked, or one looks panicked. The other one looks very calm.
Dashing.
Yeah.
lifeguard.
Yeah, a little bit of that.
Baywatch
whole,
going
like,
on here.
Yeah, of
Not
Baywatch,
shirtless enough.
of Elvin Baywatch going on.
Okay, I'll check for Casey's pulse.
Faywatch.
You are able Baywatch.
Shut the fuck
That
up.
was so good.
Inspo.
Baywatch. Yeah.
I will
you
give you both
do
of my
that.
fate tokens to take that away from him, please.
Okay.
There you go.
Whoop. Thank you. Nom nom nom. Thank you. That was delicious. So
PvP and we're not even a crew.
I know.
I didn't even attack you either.
So
It was
It's
literally
not
player
character.
versus
It's not
you
character
gave up
versus
such
character.
a little
It's player
thing
versus player.
for that big of a hit. I would have taken one story token, but you
Oh,
were
it
like
wasn't
two.
about it wasn't about the story tokens. It was about Francis not getting rewarded for that dumb joke.
So,
You should've heard it. He said
Delilah, you're
alcoholing it
as you
earlier.
sort
Oh,
of
God
come up
damn
and
it.
you
No,
grab
he's not. He's
the
right,
wrist and you start checking. It's there. It is there. It's barely there.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, first thing I will do is try to set my leg.
I will say, as you like roll
metal
over
as hell.
to like try and medically set your leg,
I mean, it's about
these two are there. They've arrived. So you're like you see this figure, torn black dress, and I think this would be the first time that anyone has seen you. You two see under like through the holes in the ripped dress and clothes, burn scars. This person looks and healed and old, even without like you having been someone who was like a pirate.
Yeah.
You've seen that.
I'd
you
say like
having
kind of
worked.
like
Can I say what the?
Yeah.
Okay, so you having been a circus performer and like seeing some of the idiots like.
I don't know why I thought you were gonna say hooker.
Seeing some of the idiots like try and do like a jump through or the fire stuff, you're like, those are burn marks. And they get old and they do that. You have questions, but broken leg. There's a person missing an arm. You guys got to get them to the clinic. So you see these two figures walk up. What do you say?
I say, come here, hold the bottom of my leg steady.
It would be my honor. And I
Okay.
would do exactly that.
So you run over. I'll say make a strength check. It's not a high one, but just make one.
That was a natural 1.
Oh God.
Get
Okay.
fucked. Oh my god.
I will say since you are attempting to help, you can have an advantage.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is that 2 in a row?
No, it's a 2.
Oh,
God.
I will say, hey, you got a net 1, so you get inspo.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'll use that.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna roll
Okay.
a different die. So,
Okay, wait, roll again. You might get a nat 20 because you got advantage.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, huh? Well,
No.
no.
okay.
That was a 17
Yeah.
on the first one.
17. So you do your thing, you hold, and you hear just a, and just without any fear of pain, this 4'10"
Small
woman, like this tiny woman, just the
Some
size of
of us
Lainey,
just like
just goes
looming over them.
boom, and just pops it back. Like you see there is like a physical, and you just, and there is no scream, there is no like intense pain moment. I will say you definitely got to make a con save as you
Okay.
set the bone.
All right.
As they're doing that, I'll go up to the still.
Not one.
Nat
Oh.
one.
I'll go ahead and use my
Yeah,
rest-
go for it.
inspiration. Nat 20.
Nat 20. Yeah. So you feel yourself going out, but then you're like,
your dice luck.
Vaughn is right there. Can't let anything bad happen. You just go.
Okay.
Vaughn, like, what do you say? As you like
Okay.
snap yourself back into
I'll
reality?
say,
Snap back to reality.
give me some planks or some very thin pieces of driftwood about the length of my thigh.
Go. You two make perception checks.
As I do that, I start ripping off strips of the petticoat.
Dirty 20.
30, 20.
22.
I will say, there aren't any.
We're still good if I
There's no driftwood in this general area.
God damn it.
So there's no way to really set that.
Yep, we know
up.
none's there.
But you guys do know apothecary.
Yeah.
Real quick. So you guys can either choose to listen to this random 4'10" person who's like, I'm just gonna medically fix this, or pick them both up and book it.
Yeah. No. There ain't none. We'll get you to the doctor.
Oh, I'm
and
gonna
I'll-
need you to make a quick perception check.
And I'll like.
Okay.
Yeah. No. I like kneel down.
That
No
one's scary.
wobbly
I'm gonna-
next to.
Yeah. Not a hard one for you.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
That's
Easy enough.
Yeah.
Easy enough. You as Hike kneels down.
To pick up
First thing,
Casey. That's what I'm doing.
No, I said, that one was scary. You can.
Immediately you
held
smell
leg.
the
I'll-
alcohol.
I'll carry this.
But
Okay.
you also know that he is not drunk. It's more that he's. You can identify an addict pretty quickly, having.
Yes.
Yeah.
A currently functional addict. You've never had to deal
Please,
with this before.
just, I am a doctor. Please, just give me anything so I can splint my leg.
They'll have it at the blood root. That's what it was, right? The apothecary.
The Bloodroot Apothecary.
Okay, yeah.
Let me double check.
I
'cause it
wrote
is an
blood root
apothecary.
garden. I don't think that's right. but it
No,
sounds like it was
Bloodroot
like
Cabinet.
Cabinet.
Yep.
Yeah, and now they'll have.
But I'll change it. I like that better. Bloodroot Garden.
I know,
They'll-
that was kind of cute. When
They'll
you said
have
that.
it. They'll have it at Bloodroot. We'll
Alright.
get you there. Your friend's already there.
So,
The other one.
all right, very well. Just wait a second. I'm going to try to,
Oh, I
get
pick her
some
up, Casey. I'm
band-
gone.
Okay.
No.
Yes.
No.
Unconscious. You see, I'll say,
And I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Yeah, it's gonna be super hard to
Yeah,
do this.
45
I will say
base walking speed.
45 base walking speed, and then with assuming that you didn't spend all of not even worrying about key points.
Yeah.
With Step of the Wind and Dash, that is 90.
So many
Probably
feet.
almost breaking the sound barrier with this movement.
This is the floppiest person.
Yeah.
I'm
So
bracing
I
your
will
head,
say
I know
you
what
can
I'm
make
doing.
a dexterity check
Like Quicksilver.
against this, but it's,
What are you doing? Holding your head.
I will
I'm
say
gonna
the only
whiplash.
way to get this is with the nat 20.
Fourth, nat 20.
Fourth, net, 20. Fourth, net, 20.
Oh, that's cocked.
Oh.
Gotta respect the cock, man.
Honor the cock.
13.
That would have been
13.
crazy though.
Unfortunately, no. You, as you reach out and say no, you see this drunk guy out of nowhere, boom, off the, and literally you see dust and dirt just like in his form, just. And
like, I'd
Nix,
say
you are
if you-
there.
Like, I work out, like, run and stuff just to keep, like, in shape, but I don't think Nyx has seen me move like that
Yeah,
ever.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. You're both of you are just like, huh?
I've seen some strange things by now. So I was like,
Poor Delilah has
Pardon
two
my
really competent
reach,
addicts.
and I'm gonna.
You get picked up by Nix, and they start. Do you run or do you walk?
I'm gonna walk. I'm a little.
please,
Okay.
just let me wrap my leg first so it doesn't break open again.
Yeah, I'll just.
Okay, I'm gonna try to. I'll just get the strips I already torn up and try to wrap it as tight as I can,
Okay.
like a compression.
Yeah. Easy enough. You're a doctor and a cleric. You
Yeah.
get this easy, and you move forward. You are taken over to this apothecary. So, the Bloodroot Garden is it's a calming little abode. Now that we're out of the extremeness, it's made. As you guys approach, you see that it kind of has like this pink white. Coloration to it, and having like done studies of stuff, the best way you could describe it is it looks like adobe texture, almost like if there's like a coral adobe blend. It's a smaller building, but it kind of like expands outwards to the back. As you enter, you specifically, Delilah, you smell dried herbs, medical tea blends, and definitely the hint of like home remedies. Not, quite up to what you're at in terms of like
State of the art equipment.
yeah, but it's trustworthy.
Someone's making do.
And as you like look in, you see on one table Vaughn, still passed out, and then you look over, tall figure, missing arm, similar kind of in appearance to the person who's carrying you, not nearly as handsome.
not all
or
of you look like
pretty.
Delilah. God.
But
Big
you
elf
can't
races.
determine which
Wasn't
of the
David
brothers
this
this is at this moment.
All right.
Oh, yeah,
And
he's
over
only
the like working over the arm, you see with the gentle glow, kind of working on healing this wound on the arm. Some gray ears that kind of go out, smaller in frame. And she looks up and this Lepori, kind of like healer. I wouldn't say cleric per se, but a healer definitely. Looks up, a little worried, and goes, "Another one. Hi, what's going on? Where are they from? What happened?"
The beach?
Some just washed up on the beach.
Oh, okay. This one seems. I'll need help with this one. He seems to be. I don't know what's going on. Something infected him. I was able to No, I was able to fix his arm, stop the bleeding. Did you
Find the arm.
Did you find it?
No.
I can't say I really looked for it, but no.
If they're washed up, that might not
I
be
either.
on the beach.
If you could find me something to make a decent splint, I can help you.
Yes, okay, yeah, oh, I'm so sorry, who, name.
My
Names.
name is...
Who, do you know these others?
Yes, my name is Delilah Delacroix.
Okay.
This one is either Leaf or Life.
Either.
Yeah, one of a pair of twins.
Okay. Was there another,
And
a twin on the beach?
This the one.
That'll have to be a talk we have then.
and this one here is Casey.
Casey. Go ahead and make another. Go ahead and make another check. I'll let it happen.
Snow White. Snow White. Snow White.
17.
17. You pop at the sound of Delilah saying KC.
Have you rolled your
sit
portent
up
dice?
and
I have not rolled my points.
I'll say at this exact moment, the connecting pieces. I think you feel snaps that were connected to you break, like almost like a memory. And I'll go ahead and make your charisma save. I'm gonna say in this moment in time, it's got to be a disadvantage.
I was about
But
to
you
say,
have advantage on the check anyway, so just a straight
right,
roll.
So straight roll. I also think
A
I
straight
have.
roll during Pride
I was about
Month?
to say.
During the last
Hey,
couple of days
I'm
of Pride
representing.
Month?
What's everyone else doing here?
Existing.
Don't
Not-
see
No,
anyone
I'm
repping.
existing here,
I'm
so
not-
it counts.
Hey.
I totally forgot to wear my tiger shirt.
Upside down.
That would have been really good.
See, me I got mine on here.
The not to argue against myself here, but I think one of my injuries also reduces my rolls.
It does. You have a minus
One.
a minus 5.
-5.
Oh yeah.
You have
Oh,
a
yeah, I
minus
forgot about
6
that. Yeah.
right
Oh
now.
right, I have a 5 and a minus.
So,
one.
hold on
Alright.
real quick. For everyone who's watching, we do lingering wounds, and I had them all rolled on the lingering wounds table. And Casey over here, Francis, rolled a 1, which out of all the things is the worst you can do because it is emotional damage.
Oh shit, let's go! I
So
got that
what
one once.
happens is, for 1d4 days plus 1, you have emotional damage, and you take a minus 5 to all of your rolls
That fucking sucked when I had to do that.
until the end of that time.
And I was like twice this
At which
level.
point you will make a wisdom save, DC 12. You still have that minus 5 on that last day.
Cool.
I failed that like 4 times when I had
Yes.
that wound.
was gonna
So
say, that's the
you
sort
will
of gift that
add
keeps
that,
on
and then
giving.
if you fail the
It
save, it's
really
another
was.
D4. It's only a D4 though. You don't add
I
the extra
rolled a
one.
4 like 3 times.
Yeah. So real quick, go ahead. You're gonna
That was
subtract
great.
6
Yep.
because you also
After a
got
while,
the,
it
the hindered roll. So that's just basically like an exhaustion point. But yeah, that's a thing.
That's a nat 20.
A
Oh,
nat
let's
20.
go.
Okay. So, that's a save, so it doesn't matter 'cause
All right.
even with the subtraction.
Yeah.
So you get your stuff.
Cool. I like having stuff.
What about things? You like having things?
12, 10.
What about junk? Because I like stuff and junk, but if I have stuff, junk, and things, it's too much.
Yeah, I mean, it's too much to carry.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Well, see, that's why you have to get rid of the junk. That way you only have stuff and things. And you get rid of the junk.
Yeah, but I don't want the things. I want
You
the
don't
junk.
want the stuff.
In the
Yeah.
trunk.
Junk can be trinkets if you're creative enough.
But also, like just like Lainey said, junk in the trunk. And everyone
It
wants
just
that.
depends where you put it.
It's wood and has a lock.
Hey, I ain't joking.
Unless you're
Each their own, man.
I thought it was long and gray and freehand style. Freehand side.
What?
I don't want to know.
I don't know.
Moving on.
No.
Casey,
Anyway.
you did your roll.
Yep.
You got your
I'm
you got your
awake.
12s. Okay, cool.
Oh, I imagine
You
it's a
are
butt with
awake.
hands.
You snap awake. The apothecary, this little Lepori, turns. You hear you like let out a gasp. She goes, "Ah!" And then I need you to make a con save
Because of
the broken leg.
Yep. That's a 3. I don't think any
You
of my numbers are gonna.
immediately,
I'm in the negatives, I'm pretty sure.
You immediately feel the pain of your broken leg.
Yep.
Yeah,
I just pass out.
and you pass back out again.
I'm dead.
Yeah, I'm alive. I'm dead. And, I don't know how you two react, but real quick, how does Delilah react to that moment?
I will say, please give me the splints now. I can help.
Not even a scream, just like a. Just like a gasp in and then a slow breath out.
Go ahead and make. I'm gonna say this is. You can do a persuasion or intimidation roll,
I'll do it.
but I will give you advantage because you are. You set up a literal compression sock to hold your leg in place. Like you know what you're doing.
Okay, if I have advantage, I'll use persuasion. It'll be a straight roll. That would be a 10.
A 10. Straight up from the panic of that moment, the Lepori goes, okay, you need to not put that one down. I will get her
Killed.
And you get put down on a table, and the Lepori quickly comes over. I will say in this moment, Lainey, make a D12 roll and add 6. Or a D20 roll and add 6. 12? So 18. Easily enough, the Lepori comes over, gives you a splint, but it's a little bit more than just like a standard splint. You feel like this is really gonna like lock you in, almost like an air cast.
Okay.
And as you're like you still feel that pain, and she she turns around, she pulls out what looks to be like a capsule, and she goes, I need you to take this. If you're going to be functioning, there's so much pain in you right now, you need to take this.
I live with pain all my life.
Don't care. You may pass out again.
Did you buy me a drink?
All right, I'll take it.
Okay.
Right now?
Why not?
You two, check on that one, and points to Vaughn.
I'll kind of like smack her with the back of my hand. asleep.
You come over to the unconscious Leaf.
Smelling
Go ahead and make a perception check as you look over your patient.
I'm gonna start looking for the rubbing alcohol.
me
So
say you
that
got
would
smelling
be
salts?
what is that?
She kind of like
15.
waves you over. First off, you see the necklace. It, you see that on the necklace, the coin is cracked. There's like a solid crack going down the middle. The hair is longer, kind of denoting a passage of time. And the clothes are different. You remember what Life was wearing. Tank top, jeans, Converse. That he has like the remnants of a hoodie, the remnants of like loose pants that, this is Leaf. You are able to put it together.
Oh, it's you.
Dang! Fire! He's right there!
I learned in my sleep.
Okay, I will.
That hurt me.
Even more useless
David,
without
David,
the
do you want to go get some burn cream for that wicked burn? That transcended the character to you. Dang.
Ruthless. First day back there.
I know.
Freaking fired.
Freaking shots fired. Anyway, so you recognize Leaf. Go ahead and make a medicine check.
Okay. Not one.
Oh.
Damn.
You get an inspo.
I used it.
And
Oh, you did to get that 20 earlier.
Oh, wait a minute. I got another one.
Well, you get one every time
Yeah.
you get a natural one. And you guys all start
Okay.
with one.
15.
15.
15 plus 8 is 23.
Quickly enough, you identify just from the cold sweats, the temperature of his body, and everything like that. He has some kind of like sickness. He is sick, and you all actively see that he is like getting worse by like if he's not treated correctly, he is going to die very soon.
Please don't let Leaf die.
Yeah.
I
will say any material components you do not have, just because you were picked up off the shore and they just grabbed your body.
Okay, so
You
Well, most
need to
combined.
if you had a focus, though.
Would the illness be considered a poison effect?
You aren't sure? Go ahead and make like. Are you trying to use like a spell?
Lesser restoration?
Go ahead and give me an Arcana check to quickly do that.
Okay.
I'll say an Arcana for a lower DC, medicine but it will be a higher DC, so you can choose.
So Arcana is lower and medicine is higher?
Yeah. I won't tell you what the DC is, but it'll be easier if it's Arcana, as you're trying to like use a spell to identify it.
I can do that. That was in the... There you go. So would a 15 work?
On
Arcana.
Arcana, yes. Your eyes tend to glow for a moment. The apothecary like kind of like there's like a sharp inhale. She goes, oh thank God. Okay. And you are able to identify that yes, lesser restoration would work.
Okay. I cast lesser restoration.
I do believe it has a cost to it.
No, it's it's verbal and somatic.
Really? That's ridiculous.
That's pretty strong.
Yeah, B and S.
I thought you said
holy crap.
I did too.
Yeah.
I checked.
I'm just shocked at it because it's one of those like weird
ones.
Okay. So yeah, you. I'm gonna say because of the moment that this is, and like having just survived a shipwreck, go ahead and give me a religion check to see if that bond is still there, or if your deity kind of like wrote you off more or less.
What is it?
Oh,
acetaminophen?
that's weird.
Or
My religion
painkiller or
is
something.
like...
I don't
Thank you
forget which
so
one.
much.
Oh, that's a different character.
I was about to say I don't have any drugs on me. They're my bed. My other bed.
Damn it, not one. But did I get another one for...
Yes, but you have you are currently at a +1 anyway
Yeah,
because you have the one from the start of the
Yeah.
thing. So
Okay. That would be dirty 20.
okay.
That's
You stay focused and concentrate, and there is like a glimmer of that connection there. As you push forward to do the spell, you feel the Lepori like hands on top of your ears and start like chanting along with you as that glow kind of like encompasses all of the body, and you feel confident in that the spell took root. I will say, however, the sad thing is that right now for the next, I'm gonna say the next 1d6 days, if I remember the thing correctly. Let me pull it up because I did write it. I did send it to y'all.
Yeah, I know that.
So, for the first, until you take a long rest, David, and like you're conscious and take a long rest, your max HP is reduced by half.
Damn.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Well aware.
Yeah. So that's just the thing.
but he lives.
They were able to save that, so you will just have that for the next day, as you like recover. Actually, I'll. You know what? I do have it written down here as a roll. So go ahead and roll me a d4.
D4.
Yeah.
Slouch game. Oh, I can't
I'm
put my head back.
unconscious.
1.
Okay, so for the next 3 days,
Don't do that.
that's your max HP has been dropped. You also notice that there's like a sprained ankle. There's really nothing you can do about a sprained ankle.
Yeah.
Just Leaf has a sprained ankle. You have a broken leg, so like, not really a concern there. Like 2 broken legs.
The missing fucking arm is more.
Yeah.
No, but like, yeah, the missing arm is more important
Yeah.
than. Also, David, could you also? I need you to roll another d4.
All I see is from the movie where the wild things are with the bird, and he gets his arm ripped off, and he's like, "That was my favorite arm." And then he
I'm
puts
so
a
sorry. What was
stick in
that?
there.
2. So for the next day, you can only make 1 attack. Like you can only do 1 thing on your turn.
Yes.
Yeah. Speaking of all these other fun rules, Matt, I believe you have a roll to make. Let's see. We got Vaughn. Matt's are somewhere around here.
I know about the scar.
Anyway, we'll do Vaughn real quick.
Hello.
You need to do a D4.
Okay. Two.
2. Okay, so for the minimum 2 days, you have a -5. And until you take a long rest today, you will have a -6.
Forever.
Both
So I'm at
of
negative
you
2.
need
Never had
a
Yeah, I forgot about.
a D10. Roll a D10 for me.
Okay. 7.
Okay, so for you, you have your broken leg will last for 11 days. No, sorry, 12 days, 2 weeks.
Okay. Makes sense.
4.
Since I'm...
So you're gonna heal faster at 9 days.
Well, it makes sense that she's laying down and I.
Yeah, you're up immediately, like just.
I don't feel
So
I have to get shit done.
yeah, I think you also have a -2 to your roll.
Huh?
I think you have a -2 to your roll.
Yeah, -2.
Yeah,
But I rolled enough in that 20s to work.
yeah. So
power
yeah,
through.
that's your guys' situation here.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are still here. You guys are kind of like checking on Vaughn. You shuffle through stuff. You find the smelling salts. Go ahead and I'll say make a Constitution save with advantage.
Hike is over there.
I'm sniffing
Tasty.
random
Slowly,
bottles.
yeah,
Tasting that
sniffing random
alcohol.
bottles
Whoa,
to
To try to
That's
find
okay.
the rubbing
I
alcohol.
got
Yeah.
double 18s.
-6.
-6 plus
That's 12.
5, I think, is my Constitution save. Oh, I have a +8. Okay, so that's a modified 20.
Modified 20.
Rolled an 18 and still got a dirty 20 with.
Yeah.
With all of my
Charisma and con are big ones.
Yeah, that's what I specifically focused
Yeah.
on. For
So you slowly come to with the smelling salts. You look around. I think your eyes would lock onto Delilah, who is up and about.
yeah.
And then you like kind of scan Delilah. First, go ahead and make a perception check in your like addled state.
That's a 6 minus 6 plus
So we're at 0.
whatever my perception is, which
Minus
plus
1.
1. So I have
So
a
you got
1.
one.
You have a dirty one.
A modified
A
1.
modified 1, but
Class
it wasn't a
one.
crit fail. So I think in your adult state, you're like, oh, she must be okay. But you do see the scars for the first time.
Yeah, I'm just like, I mean, I've
Like to
seen
their
the I've
full
seen the
extent?
hand ones,
Yeah.
so I'm just like, oh, that covers much more than I
Yes.
initially thought.
I would say, like, seeing Delilah scars, it kind of reminds me, like, I kind of feel like a pain, like, in my back. and I kind of like start shuffling through cabinets faster. Like,
So, I think what you see is part of the like scraps of whatever shirt or whatever Casey's holding. Just mage hand covers some of the scars that she's clearly not comfortable showing most of the time. I'm just like, okay, cool.
The
And I'm gonna-
Lapori goes,
alive.
"What? You guys are patient. Stop. You need to, okay, you helped go sit,
As-
and you
I
need
am actively getting out.
to stop.
like
Stop,
me, I'm like.
Do you not
Yeah,
see your
through
leg?
ca-
And as you like try and move, shooting pain up your leg. Make another concept.
Cool. 9. Plus
Minus
8.
6.
-6.
Plus
3.
8, that's an 11.
Minus 6.
I
is
will
still
say
right
that
above
you
what
don't-
He rolled.
Ever, you don't pass out, but there is an immense amount of pain, and you're like, nope.
You're at
you
this.
just, like, go back.
Yeah, you're
I-
at
Whoa,
this.
whoa, 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 whoa.
I lie down and just from where I am, I try to count how many folks I know are around. I'm like,
I will.
we're short.
I will
like
hobble
6.
over and start working on the leg.
You are
I will
able to go ahead and
set
make a
it.
medicine check.
Okay.
Unable to sit forward, like, what? Okay. The kiss. Back the neck?
I'll
Was
go
that
to
what
the
it was?
Lapori. Can you please
on the
assist
mouth.
me
No,
with
It was
this?
on the mouth.
It was on the mouth?
Lips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
How the fuck do you not remember that?
I thought it was like a...
No, I cried. We had a whole, like, 4 days vote that took me out of the fact that my brother died because you guys were giving me that much of a headache about this, and you can't remember a kiss that was momentous?
I remember the
I'm
kiss.
taking away your next inspiration.
Get fucked.
Negative. Okay, that easily changes this motion. Then it goes just like a right back, just like kiss to the fingers back onto hers from just like wherever I can reach.
I'll batter arm down. Says
Good.
I have to work. I'll work.
Make your,
I'll ask the Lapori to assist me. Do I get a?
You get advantages.
Okay. Okay, so that's
Oh, when I'm like, right, and I'm not being
yeah,
subtle
I'm
about it
already
either.
minus
Yeah,
2.
she's
So 15.
15. You hear a and there's immediate pain. You're able to set it. The Lapori looks at you. She goes, "You're not gonna find it. When you brought the one without an arm, I was smart enough to hide it from you. Hike. It's not that bad. There are people who have broken legs and a missing arm."
All right.
Nix,
I
go to the bar.
I feel like we should just like settle this. And then,
So what? This isn't our business.
well, I'm getting out of work right now, so I like actually.
Okay, well, keep staying at work and come drink with me.
I will say this as a way to get her attention. I say, Vaughn, you need to lay still. Kiss her on the forehead. Then I'll hobble back to my cot and go to sleep.
I'm just like, that's
I
very
think the
sweet.
scary one
I'm
likes
not going to
the
listen
weird
to
one.
that. I was like,
The Lapori sees you trying to get up and goes, "No." And this again, another short entity is just like pushing you down, and an odd amount of strength of this.
I'm just like-
again, like this 5 foot tall, like 6 feet with ears. Just as you're like, "I got this. I can." Why am I not moving?
I'm just-
and you just like.
I'm like, what? I spend so much of my time being bullied by short people.
You have a broken leg. You look like you have some kind of trauma behind your eyes. It's intense. Lay down.
I can deal with that later.
Like this is
This is the
literally-
later now.
This is like literally Hike in the corner now that she hid the rubbing alcohol.
As you're like sad, she just like launches something at you from the counter, and she goes, "Stop being selfish. It is just a rock." Hike. Did you or did you not deal with the thing that has been lurking on the borders of town?
What thing?
The village put 300 gold together for you to go hunt whatever that thing was.
Oh, that, yeah. No.
Then go
Not
do
yet.
that. Go now. or I'm taking the money. I will make sure that the tavern does not sell alcohol to you ever again.
That's my employer. I truly cannot say anything.
Fine. You wanna come help me next?
No, but I shall.
And the little tiny rabbit like walks up to you, looks up, and he goes, "You better make sure that he does the job."
Can I pet your ears?
Every time.
Maybe you'll say yes.
I normally do, but there's a missing arm.
Okay. Later. Okay.
And then as you turn to walk, she looks at, she goes,
I'll be back.
and she turns back around to the three of you. I'll say
like,
now, Leaf, you're starting to slowly come back up.
Like, is petting on the board?
Mm-hmm.
just like vaguely outwards.
Because this is a weirdest group of entities.
Life.
Yes, your life was saved?
No. A life that...
As
What is
far
he
as I
talking
can
about?
tell, I haven't seen him. I'm going to go find him though.
No one's leaving. Stop.
Where's life?
We.
What happened?
I don't know what happened to you all, but you are all injured, and you are in my care, in my clinic, so you will not be going anywhere.
Why does my right hand hurt?
As you try and bring your right hand, which arm did you? Right?
That's the miss. Yeah, that's in the photo. That's the missing one.
I think that's right. Yeah.
I think so.
It is.
That is
I
correct.
don't know. I'm real bad at flipping that image and stuff, so that's on me.
That is correct.
Yeah, it's the right hand that's missing.
Um,
Luckily, Leaf is
Yep,
left handed.
it's his right arm.
I think you mentioned that. That's why I made a point to make it the right, but I wasn't sure if I did that correctly. So as you try and look at your right arm, there's nothing there. The movement to do it,
Why?
and it's gone.
I just slumped back into the bed.
Do what that one did. Lay back down. You too, Doctor.
I already said I was
Where's
moving to my
life?
side
Oh,
and lay down.
Yeah, I went.
Yeah.
I'm just like.
Now look,
Where's
I trust
life?
Hike to deal with the safety of our village first. You guys are well taken care of. And when he and Nyx come back, they will check the rest of the beach for your friend.
Friends.
Who describe
Brother.
them, please.
One that looks like that one, but buffer.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean-
There is a cat.
A cat.
Yes.
That seems inconsequential.
Very intelligent cat.
Very intelligent cat.
Trust
Okay.
her with my life.
Wow. That's a very intelligent cat.
Speaks. Refused to speak for the longest time. It was very strange.
As you start saying that, she walks up to you and puts her hand on your forehead, and she goes, "There's not a fever."
I'm like,
Yes, there's a talking cat.
why does everyone
The
doubts
cat
me?
would sell drugs.
And it's like I don't bring up. The
She looks towards Delilah very slowly with a raised eyebrow.
I thought you wanted me to sleep.
Uh,
I feel her eyes on me. It's like
there was a fairy. That was a bit of a late revelation. I was
A
I was,
fairy.
A fairy?
I was a little sure before, but
a fairy.
yes.
Fairy? Fairies do not.
Delilah's never seen it.
Fairies do not exist.
Tuathaday. Butterflies with knives.
Again,
What?
it's the same thing. Just a hand to
Shut
your
up.
forehead,
There's also
and it's just
a
like,
hand.
you know what? We'll worry about what your friends look like once you've had a moment to sleep. And
And the-
she's gonna actually you see her paw light up. I need you to make a
Are you fucking casting sleep on
wisdom.
me?
Yeah, a wisdom save.
God damn it. Freaking wisdom save. That's a natural one.
You get an inspo.
Cool. Which brings me to 0 because you put me in the negative.
Oh yeah. You go and try and continue explaining, and you just go, and you're out. And
then there's also a fish person and a fox person.
And yeah, so passed out.
And we had a fish bowl.
Super.
As this is going on, Hike and Nix, you are walking out to where Hike, you vaguely remember you were informed to go as where this creature was last seen. Nix, go ahead and make a history check as you walk over there with
I should have proficiency in survival.
Oh,
Is
it's
that
4
correct?
on 9.
Yeah.
Okay,
17.
We'll have to change it.
17. As you walk over to this place, you realize this is kind of like your hangout spot with your buddy. And with that same check, hold on.
Reese's break. Hold on.
Snacking. You remember, like, you're at the Coral Cup. It's where a lot of people spread rumors and gossip and things. The rumor is some kind of beast has been seen wandering around the island, and you remember leaving last night to hang out with your buddy, and then your buddy, like, we'll do like a little flashback here. So you've left the Coral Cup, and you are hanging out in this area right outside of town with your buddy, Lainey. Please describe your character.
Okay, so my name is Kingsley, and I am a white tiger, but I am not white. I am rainbow.
Of course.
He's a
Yes.
frank ass tiger.
I don't know if I should go into my whole backstory now, but
No, just what you look like.
yeah.
So I am a white tiger
Right?
that is not
I'm a-
white.
Yeah, I'm a rainbow tiger.
I
Big
saw
ass
it.
rainbow
Wait,
Anything else? What's your...
Important question.
I
for
have
visuals.
a collar around my neck.
When you say rainbow tiger, is it rainbow with black stripes, or are the stripes themselves also rainbow?
No, it's black stripes.
Okay.
Like, I was about to say,
Like
that
a
was
white-
not a
So
yes
the-
or no
so
question.
the white
And
part,
also-
okay. So the white part is rainbow. The stripes are still black stripes.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It looks like...
Did you know that tigers' stripes are on their skin?
So same thing with
You
zebras,
can
right?
see in because you have the chat open. You can see the little cute display. The little white tiger. It looks super happy and cute and adorable.
I've been having to maximize it. To
Yeah,
see it.
just so happy there. And now that we
Okay.
have everyone here and shown, I can turn that on, so everyone can see the new the wanted posters. So Kingsley,
Yes.
you see Nix walking over to you. They have like a little saucer of alcohol, and just, you guys hang out, chill, talk about like your past, what you did that day, and stuff like that.
Can
However,
I roll a stealth check? Because I want to try to tackle him when he comes by.
yeah, go ahead and roll something. And I'll say go for you. Roll a perception. We'll do a contested roll. Remember, you do have disadvantage
Yes.
because they're a rainbow cat.
Bright ass tiger.
13.
18.
So you're down. It's very Simba-like.
My tail is like.
You in this moment are not hunting. You're having fun. And I think, Nix, you would just kind of let it happen until right before you get tackled. Like very Calvin and Hobbes. Where like it's about to jump and you're like, nah! But
I come down off of my. I had reared up and I was just. And then I sit
Aw.
down and I put my head into your
Hey.
chest.
you guys meet and have this moment of like, hey, see you. And you guys start like, I'll say you guys start walking the beach. In that time, you've realized that like it's probably not a good idea to like walk around with a rainbow tiger. So you throw like a cloak over Kingsley, and you guys spot a very wasted Hike walking down towards his shack. What do you do?
Does he talk like the cowardly lion?
So I've smelled hike on Nyx.
Yes.
And I'm a little jealous because when they're not spending time with me, they're spending time with that one. And so I watch as Hike goes into his shed, and I crawl up to the window. I still have the cloak on. I put my
Big eyes. Go ahead and make a perception check at disadvantage because you're wasted.
Yep.
That's not gonna work.
12.
12? Okay. Make a stealth check.
It's going to work.
I'll say at this point it's just a straight roll because you have the cloak on.
10.
Yes.
Okay. You see the glowing eyes of Kingsley.
Yeah.
Swoop.
I like go and pull my shirt off. Like I'm dealing with this shit right now.
I see that he's kind of whatever. I'm gonna go over to the door
Mm-hmm.
and just start.
You hear like a scratching, kind of like.
Go away.
I will.
You're gonna
You hear
other
a
shit.
boom, boom on the knob of your shack, and then a. Because you were too drunk to lock
When
the door.
did I get a doorknob?
Where did I get a door? And I'm gonna crawl in, and I'm gonna be up, and I'm gonna be like cronking it in the shadow. Just coming slowly towards Hike.
Are you on like 2 feet?
Yeah.
I'm a human.
That was my
This is
joke.
what you
I know.
look like.
That was a whole freaking thing. That the reason that I brought up the cloak was because she was making this character. She goes, I'm trying to think of a reason why they would be good at disguising themselves. Like, because they could, like, wear a cloak, right? And I'm like, why would they need to... just make them... They're a tiger. They can just be, like, a bodyguard. She goes, no, because that doesn't make any sense. Like, they have to walk on 2 feet.
Why?
No, I'm saying if I was trying to be stealthy in like a crowd.
And so the logic was is that they would
fair.
be pretending to be a human when they're just a tiger.
Like, yeah, like, an animal that's not the color it traditionally is not the weirdest thing in Calamity. Like, I don't know.
But yeah, there was a whole discussion, and then I was like, so you're just like a tiger walking around. And I do this to Booth where I'll like pick him up and,
He's our bull mastiff.
Yeah,
He's 150
and,
pounds.
and he's just like very just accepting of it, and he has his arms like this, and I'm all dooper dooper dooper, I'm a woman. Because I'm a child. And my mastiff has accepted. So you see this, I'm gonna say, because tigers are tall. You're like 7 feet tall on your hind legs. This shadow of
Small
a figure just standing in front of you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of like, basically just
Uppercut.
try
this.
to push him out of my.
You're gonna Hadouken.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay.
Double
Get out of my
pump
house! Boom! Like,
I'll say make an attack roll.
still disadvantage?
No, you're drunk.
Oh yeah, yeah. duh.
Drunken boxing
That's my
with
whole
Swoop.
thing.
Yeah.
Do I have advantage?
Yeah, I'll say in this moment, yes.
Okay, so that's.
I'll say if you can get wasted enough to be blackout drunk, you have advantage on
Yeah,
your
so that was an 18 on the first one. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
A lot.
25.
25. Yeah, you're up and you're standing, and you're about to do your thing, and all of a sudden you just feel like 2 palms just hit your like solar plexus, and you go flying out of the shack.
And then I go and lock the door and go to bed.
You have a lock now too.
Yeah.
I don't know who put this there, but okay.
It was absolutely nice.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I think Nick's multiple times has like come over, seen that there could be basic improvements that Hike could easily do, and just like
Just
gone.
doesn't.
Well, but even like
Like-
Nick's is like blackout drunk, or not? Nick's Hike has been blackout drunk, and Nick goes, "Hey, can you put like a? This is my door, and like is at his shack. Hey, can you fix my door? There's no doorknob. And Hike is like, yeah, and just does it real quick, and then all of a sudden the next morning, like Hike is like trying to get out of his like shack. He's like, why is there a doorknob here all of a sudden? Like does not remember.
Because I was drunk, I put it on backwards so the lock is on the outside.
Yes.
Nix had to come get me out of my own house.
Nix
So
has
you,
a key.
You just punch through your window.
There's just a hole in the top of the, like right above it. So you can,
Give your door the reach.
all right, so yeah, that's so as you're walking, you realize that this is the place where you hang out with Kingsley, and yeah.
When he kicks me out, I go back and I make sure to pee on anything he's left outside.
Okay, you
I
make a
already
point
have.
to you make a point to
It's just a
Oh, yeah.
It's just a competition between
yeah.
the two.
I think
Morbidly alcoholic. Yes,
yes,
I've peed on
yeah.
things.
I think you are you Kingsley take it as like
Yeah, but
I'm
it's
marking
fine.
my territory to be mean to this guy. He's just a drunk. So you smell that like he took over your territory and you're like, this guy, he knows.
Motherfucker.
And so there is you're the only one in the competition is all in your money. So yeah. That memory comes back and you are walking over to your hangout with Hike, who I
I
don't
like
think
the visual of like Kingsley or Nick seeing Kingsley like, you know, fuck around in my shack, walk in and then get launched out the door.
Well, that's why when Lainey's character got launched at...
Yeah. just watch the tiger get launched out. Again, you've known that like Hike is a fighter and does really great while drunk. Not so great while sober. But while wasted is disgustingly good. Has like become a bouncer on multiple occasions, you know. But anyway, so you guys we flash back to current time, and you guys are talking and you know walking, talking towards this spot. Go ahead and I'll say make a stealth check at disadvantage.
I don't suppose you want to tell me why we're going this
16.
way?
What were the specifics again?
There's like I don't think you would really remember them. I'll say make a history check at disadvantage.
Are you the beast?
Am I the beauty?
Yes. Gross. Yeah, because you're trying to recall your situation.
6.
6. You remember that like there have been complaints maybe about possibly a larger than normal beasts prowling the borders of the village. And you are maybe kind of sure that they were spotted over here?
There's some panthers, some scaring people. I don't know.
Stupid
Are you,
rabbits.
you're sure it's over here? Because it's probably somewhere else. Like, totally unrelated to this current area?
I'm pretty sure.
Why hang out over here? So, like, I would know.
Oh, you can
Is
fully
she
make
a
an insight
panther?
check to that.
Also
make
a
a
disadvantage?
I'll say
Deception?
make a persuasion or deception. You can choose whichever one. Just don't say it.
Oh. Okay, sorry, Katie, I just
Aw.
All that for that. 18.
Oh, you're not at disadvantage.
Oh, I'm not?
No.
Oh.
No, you're
Okay,
you're
well,
just
it's
tired.
still not very good. 10.
10.
Yeah.
And you got
18.
18. Yeah. I would say
Oh, wait, was I was at disadvantage for the history check. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, well, you woke up drunk, and that's kind of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I would say, like, all this running around and everything is started to sober me up.
Yeah.
So I'm not doing all right. at the moment.
So you take, I'll say, you believe that Nyx would never spend their time here, but for some reason you believe that you should be here. Maybe like that, like drunk memory is like there. However, neither of you, because what's both of your passive perceptions?
14.
Yeah, you don't see.
Yeah, 13.
Yeah, neither of you see the in the trees as you guys are walking in the trees. This 7-foot, 8-foot rainbow tiger just waiting with the fang showing smile wide, sees Nyx, and the one who hit him walking down. What do you do?
So, cats can, like, they pretty much spray out their butts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I turn around and just rain down.
Golden shower?
Not on you, but
Hey, that is my innocent wife. She does not know what that is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure she does now, just from context clues.
Anyway, no, she still doesn't.
Nope.
So, Hike,
Like,
you're
did
like
not
walking and
consent to
you
this.
get to the corner of the forest or to the edge of the forest, and all of a sudden you just feel like it starts raining, and then just an intense
It
smell of
smells
ammonia.
So fucking
And
bad.
you like, yeah, you see. I think in the moment
What
you
the
hear the
fuck?
the leaves trickling. You go nope, and then all of a sudden you just see a stream of pee coming and hitting Hike, and you follow it up to, we'll say the rainbow tiger's rear end.
You see a little X.
Yeah, the little asterisk.
I have a little
Anyway.
Sheena Ibu stuffed animal that I got from round one.
And does it have a
Yeah.
little...
And it has little, and his name is Butthole.
Okay.
We name all of our stuffed animals. Do you guys not?
Naming it Butthole is the...
Is the problem you have not the naming part? Okay, good.
No. Why Butthole?
Because
Got a
it's
butthole.
Yeah. Anyway, so what do you do?
So do all of us, presumably.
Wow, I wonder where that completely random rain shower came from.
Yeah.
Maybe you should go wash.
That's probably good. This is gross.
There should be a bar. There should be a minimum of how much you care. You're gonna get peed on and
Maybe.
That's it?
Maybe he's into.
They said you guys won't serve me anymore. I gotta...
oh, for the fucking
not.
alcohol. Okay.
I mean, I got...
Maybe not.
my still is broken.
I think at this point, how do you say your cat's name?
Air.
Air. At this point, you hear the of the claws on a tree as Air is climbing up the tree up towards Kingsley, and just claws up and then goes.
Shut up, kitty.
And
These are my
you
kitty
understand the animal because you are, and Air is like, that was a good shot. That was a good shot. I couldn't have made that. It was a good shot.
You think your cat found something?
And then hops down and lands on your shoulder and just cuddles up.
We've doubled the amount of cats on.
Well, I don't really see a resolution coming out of this one, so we're just gonna... We're just gonna say, Hike Kingsley?
As Nick says that, they point there up to the tree, and you look up, and there is the butt of a rainbow tiger just staring at you.
Winking.
Okay, now, which end is weeping?
Exactly.
Yes.
Anyway,
Well.
I put two and two
Alrighty
together.
then.
I'm like, oh god damn it! Oh!
And you hear a chuckle from.
It's your friendly neighborhood rainbow tiger.
I
Is that
jump
the
down.
thing they sent us to
you
find?
jump down,
No.
and you are looking at a white tiger,
Rainbow
golden eyes, fur, 100% stained by like pelted fruit, hence giving it the rainbow effect. And
so it's not like a permanent?
Bigger than
it is like
average.
a permanent thing.
Okay.
Slightly bigger, like definitely not the runt of the litter, as it were.
It said it was bigger than average cat thing.
And I come around to Nyx, and I'm like, why did you bring him along?
I could tell you two are gonna get along swimmingly.
Cat talks.
I'm sure that's not the weirdest thing we've seen all day. Anyway, this is your friendly neighborhood tiger. Not a beast, not on a wanted poster, but a cute little guy.
You peed on me!
And they were all...
Pee on yourself.
Okay, but that's my pee!
You
Oh my
two
God.
weren't there when Casey talked about a talking cat.
Oh,
No.
Yeah,
They
no,
were
we
not,
left.
no.
Yeah,
But we
left.
also witnessed some weird ass shit before that.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Alright.
They have a little bit of a history.
Okay.
I made sure that the three of them have a connection.
Okay.
Jazz hands make everything better.
Jazz
fingers.
exists in this world.
Yes, yeah. There's also snake jazz too,
That's
as we've already proven.
Yes.
there are jazz snakes in this world that do, and they are on an island of crazy Lepori and Kitsune
I'm done.
type.
Yeah, we
I
tried to
forgot.
catch one,
It did not work.
so we could have music.
It was bad. Bad time.
I'm a scat man. I'd be sick.
So what do you guys think?
I'm a cat.
I'm just staring daggers.
Someone say something so I can stop the jazz hands.
So you could do this
Punch
thing.
the
It's like,
cat.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
I'm
I'm
gonna take
gonna,
that one.
I'm gonna punch a cat.
punch the cat.
Okay, I will say, go ahead and make your attack.
Okay. Is this a disadvantage since
Yes,
pretty
you are
much
now
I'm
officially
sober,
sobered
yeah.
up. You're starting to feel it.
Now
Oh,
what in
that's
the...
cocked. That's going to be
Gonna be
a 13. Nope.
Nope. You go and throw a punch, and you like duck underneath. What do you want to do?
With the cat-like reflexes.
Aha! No. Ismo.
Yes. I'm in
He's
the
like, you're
positives
taking it away,
again.
No.
No, I got one of those removed already.
No,
'Cause
you
I-
didn't.
No, when I
It was
when I
preemptively.
failed.
So
No, that's
I got a
true.
one.
Yeah.
So I went to 0 then. Now I'm
Yeah,
at 1.
it's true.
so he punches, and I kind of duck out of the way, juke out of the way, and kind of just use my tail to push the momentum forward so that he falls, and then sit on him.
Go ahead and make a dex. I'll say make a dex save.
dex save.
At disadvantage.
Would this be a grapple?
Yes.
I
But
get
this is
advantage on
also
strength.
as he's falling to see if he can catch himself.
That's going to be an 18.
An 18.
Jeez.
You start falling, and then this is where the grapple is. I was going to give you advantage if they failed. So you already have advantage, and you are going to roll just a straight roll
For
because
what?
you were able to a grapple check.
Oh,
so,
grapple check.
It's
Contested
athletics.
attack.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Hmm.
Yeah, into my neck.
Okay. I'm
Athletics.
rolling,
Something happened? Or?
I don't know, but my roommate's a physical therapist and he did work on it and it made it worse.
and I have advantage.
No,
No.
that's supposed to happen.
It hurts really bad.
Yes, that was
I'm going to
working.
use my inspiration. Do I have an advantage?
Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
your path of focus barbarian. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, look, there's Hike.
I'll use my inspiration to
Okay.
both or
Yeah.
nat 20.
Oh.
Cool. So you throw the punch, you stumble forward, you're able to catch yourself, but then all of a sudden you just feel a big tiger paw just push you down, and then the butt of a tiger just on your back
Just a little
sitting.
bit wet.
Off of me.
And my tail is just kind of tickling his nose.
And I'm gonna go like squat down in front of Hike and I'm gonna be like, I don't think I need to be a fortune teller to see what's on your horizon. So let's get this whole thing figured out because I'm still on the clock, so I really should probably be getting back. But
No, don't leave me. No, I'm mad. I'm like gonna try to basically just like do like a push up to get up.
Okay. I'll say make an athletics check again. This would be trying to get out of the grapple. You're at advantage still because you have advantage on grapple.
That's worse. That's a 10.
Another nat 20.
You're trying to get up. You're good.
I
a lot of
lift
drawings
up a
today,
little
yeah.
bit, and you're like, oh, and then I
Just playing with it.
Hi.
Totally scarring right now.
Hi, buddy. This is pretty embarrassing. How about I get you a drink on me?
Oh, it's Nyx.
No thanks, I
How
prefer it
about
in a
how about
glass.
we call it friends,
Hi.
get a drink,
Friends.
drop the bounty, you know.
Can I have some
Alcohol.
milk?
Ooh, yes, if you behave.
Spiked milk.
The
I will
penis could be
say,
funny.
I will say, if
I'll
you want to like
sit
kind of
up
vouch
to
for
watch.
Kingsley to like be in town, now you can totally do that. You are known as like you come from a circus. You could say like, oh, it was just an escaped circus type. You know, you can explain
Six-figure
away
boy ass
Kingsley,
stuff.
the rainbow
Explain
tiger.
away, cool.
Yeah.
Better give me the rest of that money too.
Yeah, I guess you stopped the predator. It's not really a me conversation, but
Little,
I'll vouch
little
for that
chuckle.
one.
I'm gonna go stay clean in the
Kingsley,
not
you, me,
piss
we're
clothes.
debuting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Hike, I'm gonna let you go change. Drinks on me, cup of milk,
Just like,
big, tall glass.
Yeah.
So,
So you stumble back to your place. You see a happy Kingsley like strutting forward, and after a little while, you kind of just both get into the strut. It's midday, and people are starting to come down. Go ahead and both of you make charisma checks at advantage.
it's getting busy. Oh! Or it's not.
19.
14.
Okay. I will say everyone's kind of used to you now walking around.
Doing
But
the Lion King.
yeah,
old
there's the
news.
Lion King thing.
And I just
Can't
can't
wait
to
for my
see
dad to die.
King.
Dark turn.
Basically what he's saying in that song.
Yeah.
Tell us he's gonna be king.
Well, I mean, his dad's already dead.
Not when he's singing that
Not
song.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. He was about to die.
It's
Yep.
gonna be a bad event.
But he doesn't know that.
Well, that's
Um,
why he said I just can't wait.
He doesn't have to.
He's just enjoying the moment before. So you're doing the Lion King walk.
Damn, it's
You
not-
come
I
into
wanted to
town,
murder him.
and I'll say that with that, there's a couple kids around, and you're used to kids. You worked at the circus for a little while. Like the pelting of fur was before you got sent to the carnival. So you're kind of like okay with kids. And it did take Nyx a little while to teach you that like the dwarvish kids and the Lepori kids, which the Lepori were real hard to teach because you were like, that's a rabbit. That's my food.
Big rabbit.
Eat.
Yeah, that's a big rabbit that will feed me for like 2 days. And you're like, oh wait a minute, that's not. And so there was some corrections.
This is a
Bunnies
rabbit,
are
this is a
friends.
person.
Yeah. And so they all like come over and they start petting you and they're like, Nyx, who's this? Who's your friend? Oh my gosh.
I roll over on my
Yeah.
belly and stuff.
And they start rubbing
Kingsley,
the tiger.
boy, girl,
Boy.
boy. Oh, well, this is a really
Well, yeah,
good
he
boy.
just
I bet if
pissed
you give
all
him some
over me.
time. Yeah.
Oh,
Cats don't do
cats
that.
can do that.
They can't. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
Just say, well, this is a really good boy, and I bet you'll get to pet him if you give him a little belly rub.
And they start rubbing your belly. There are though, however, there are still moms that are like, there's a tiger. Definitely a couple of Pories that are just like, no! And then they see that like the tiger roll on its back and like start getting belly rubs, and they're like,
There's
And then
one.
I'm gonna-
There's one on my head playing with my ears.
And I'm gonna go to the kids. I'm gonna be like, but you gotta tell your parents that this is a really nice tiger.
and we go, yeah, they are nice. Oh my gosh. And
Yeah,
His name's
I
Kingsley.
love all
Playing.
tigers, honestly. This one specifically.
This
So
Kingsley.
the
Kingsley.
rainbow tiger.
The rainbow
The
tiger.
rainbow
is a
tiger is
really
super
nice.
nice. Okay, cool. Yeah.
And then I
I
got
was
their face.
so
Do
waiting for
not
you to set
talk
up
to
the-
regular tiger.
There was you have the one who's there, like you grab the one who you see. You see it in their mind. They don't catch the rainbow part. They just see the tiger and they're all like, tigers are friends. And you grab that one's face.
this tiger, the rainbow tiger.
The rainbow tiger. is
Not
good.
all tigers are
Not
created.
all tigers.
Good.
Uh-huh.
Not
And it's just
all
like-
tigers are created equal. Damn, now you're hitting him with a racist. Yeah,
I said.
I'm way better than those other guys.
Would you say that you're great?
Fucking damn it! I hate you all.
Oh man. Okay, so after a little while, you guys
At least
are
that's
able
what my
to.
mom told me.
My mom always said I was the best tiger of the pack. Anyway, after a little while, the kids kind of like get bored, and you guys get to go back to the tavern. Hike is somewhere, but you guys go back in the tavern again. It's midday. It's kind of slow. The tavern owner kind of like saw what was like heard about what was going on pretty quickly. Saw you run out with Hike, who was panicking, which is super rare. So took over and like sees you walk in with the tiger and is just like, what?
Hey, it happens. It's just
It
like,
happens?
Yeah, look at me. Don't you think good stories come to me all the time?
That's a tiger.
A friendly one. A rainbow tiger. Kingsley?
And I would like some milk.
A talking tiger.
I have so many questions. But that is a tiger and it wants milk. So I'm gonna go with the safe option.
It's also a pretty cute option.
Yeah, I'd say like a little bit.
The
after
picture
that.
of Kingsley is on the screen. It was.
I know that I like milk, but I know that cats
I was
are
about to say
lactose
you're like
intolerant.
mega lactose intolerant
Yeah.
by this age,
So
aren't you?
I do it because one, it tastes great, and then I get
Right.
the shits afterwards. And I always go and just shit. I a shack.
Yeah.
Lovely. So yeah, he brings out like a saucer of milk. It's a pretty big. It's like a bowl of milk. A platter with high ridges of milk, and puts it in front.
This would be Kingsley the rainbow tiger.
You
know.
put some
Kingsley,
cornflakes
the
in.
rainbow tiger.
Escape from the
Frosted
circus,
flakes.
you know.
Yes.
By himself or did you help?
Escape from the circus.
By itself? I mean, it talks. That's what I'm asking because
Yeah.
it talks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like kind of like inhumane treatment if it's a talking
I
tiger
agree.
and it's locked up.
But
Yeah.
did it do it itself or did you help?
Well, I mean,
You just hear Kingsley as like bubbling and being like,
yeah.
and
when he
then
said-
I was free.
Okay. All right. Where did the backpack come from? And you know that Kingsley just has like a saddlebag on his back that he's had.
I know, right, girl? It's so adorable.
I know I said bring the chaos energy, but like you went from Tony the Tiger to Sassy Queen, and I don't know how to deal with that, so I'm gonna move past it.
Hey, it is a rainbow
Yes,
tiger.
girl.
Yes, queen.
King and queen, the best of both
My
things.
my wife does not say that, and I cannot accept that this is a thing that's going on. Anyway.
You know, I never actually asked that question, but it is pretty cute. So it's probably where he keeps his stuff.
What do tigers keep?
What do tigers keep in their backpacks? And I'm gonna look at Kingsley and be like,
Yeah, you want to look at all my stuff?
yeah, actually. Anything fun in there?
And you like you
Hashtag
kind of
what's
turn
in my
and
bag.
you
Open it
there's-
up and then kind of roll over. And
so
dump
you
them
roll
all out.
over and it is
Just a bunch of shiny rocks.
yeah.
And like little bones and.
The incredible thing is that Kingsley is a tiger, so how the rocks and bones got in there is beyond you. Because this does have like a latch on it.
It's a very beautiful collection you have here. Very curated. I like the colors. Shiny.
The tavern owner like leans over and goes,
I know. I found this. I found this one on the beach.
Great collection. Really big fan. Yeah.
I use my tail and I just start.
Putting them back in.
no. Because cat tails are prehensile!
They're not. Well, yeah, no, they can't like pick things up.
Tiger tails are like.
Yeah, you got like a tiger like, it's like this big, dude.
Okay, fine. I use my giant paw and just like.
How? You can't.
Do you need a hand?
Sort of throughout the
They have the web.
Yes, I'm not. That is not the issue.
Reaching behind.
So, like,
This is not a thing that cats can do.
Oh.
a
Fine, I pick
mysterious
it up with my
roll.
teeth and
That's fine.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh.
And the tavern
knows
just
the
watches.
latch open.
Just watches in complete shock and awe of the dexterity of this cat.
I know how to pick them. What can I say?
So you did help it escape.
Speaking of picking
I can
them.
neither confirm nor deny these accusations.
Make a persuasion or deception check. You gotta beat a 7.
That's a natural
Let's
20.
go.
Cool. He
So
goes.
many 20s today.
Most of them from Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A good bit from Lady too, actually.
Yeah. That side of the table.
Yeah, what
The bottom side of this table is doing great. Can't say too much about the laptop.
Honest, but to be
He's
fair,
been
David really hasn't
unconscious
had
for most of
rolling.
today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
David
Poor
hasn't
guy.
To
really
be fair,
rolled
yes, he
anything
has
yet.
been unconscious. So yeah,
I'm gonna. And then just
you did
kind
a
of
kitty stretch. Oh,
curl up in the corner.
Tiger stretch.
tiger stretch. Oh, what a big stretch.
Curl up by the corner where the window is letting in the sunlight.
Yeah.
The sunbeam.
I'll say a couple minutes later you come
I'll
over,
come
clothes
in,
clean.
showered.
Hey, pal, I got this for you. I'm just gonna.
You
Slide
slide
on
down
over.
and drink. The
Then
bartender
I
goes.
pound it immediately, like the whole thing.
The bartender like looks at you and goes, is that the thing that he was supposed to deal with? Did he?
Yeah, so it's taken care of.
Another.
He goes, you see him catch the cup and he goes, this is not free.
I'm paying for it, don't worry. Yeah.
No, he's paying for it. Because he pulls out like the bag of gold and he goes, and I'm taking this for the tab. And it's 2 gold pieces, and then he continues to slide down. Basically, Hike had a $200 tab just running up over time.
Jeez.
And he just and you see the tavern owner put it away, and he goes, he can have the rest. So you have a total of 298 gold that you were
Plus
paid
the
to deal with
50 I
that.
started with.
Yeah.
I think Kingsley would kind of open his eye and be like, "Why don't I get paid?"
The bartender looks at you and is like, what did you do?
I
The target doesn't get paid. Sad as.
That doesn't count as a. I don't know.
I turned myself in.
Claim the bounty on yourself.
Holy fuck, the fucking tiger did the thing we were gonna do.
Can I sleight of hand
But
try
for
to
one
steal a
gold.
gold piece from the bag he was just
Yeah,
given and
go for it.
flick
Make a
over?
sleight of hand check.
Do perception?
Yes.
No.
Yep, that's coming.
I got another nat 1, so does that mean...
You get an inspo.
I got a
Yes.
13.
Can I use it right now?
Yeah, go for it.
Yay!
I'm not gonna stop you guys. Just remember, if you guys get 5, you guys get a story token.
23.
God damn
23.
it. Not
Nice.
good.
Very easily you snag. I'll say you snag, 7.
And I'm gonna flick, 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 flick.
Cool. There you go.
So you
7
keep
gold
three for
pieces go
yourself?
into your pouch.
Nice.
So you lose 7 gold pieces.
God damn it.
391.
I have 341. 'Cause you gave me 290 and I had 50.
So then that would.
And I'm
That'd
gonna
be
say,
nice.
way to be a
48.
good sport.
And then I go,
That's my favorite tiger.
I shall feast tonight.
You don't know how money works.
It's like,
You are a tiger.
Probably.
Cat
I
discovers
have just
commerce.
seen-
It's just shiny, so we wanted it.
Yeah. I would say you would have feasted tonight anyway because you are a tiger
You
and you could have
hunt
just gone
things.
and go get
Yeah.
food.
Yeah.
I think
discovers
your
capitalism.
But
understand.
maybe I like fruit.
I think your
Like a tiger
understanding of money is the
discovers
same as that one dog in I think it's in England where they it will go all the way to take a boat and do all of this stuff and it pays and leaves.
Yes, I
Oh,
have
yeah.
seen that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm.
Yeah. So I don't think you understand the money
I
aspect
don't
of it, but
understand the value.
yeah.
But I understand
Oh
that
God,
it can be,
no!
that it can be
Shit, I did
traded.
it again. Fucking made a Laney with a creature that doesn't understand money.
It was then that she started to regret her
Untethered
life
from
choices.
commerce.
1 gold.
And I'm
No,
gonna keep
I'll tell you guys after we're done with
gonna
this.
keep drinking.
Okay.
And I'd say this is like it's like a faster pace than I normally do. Just with the events of the day.
I was about to
I
say,
am clearly
harried by
trying
the memories.
Yeah.
to
drown things
something.
out.
Yeah.
I will say that, like, to speed things up, go ahead and I will let, between the three of you, each of you roll a d4. No, Francis, Matt, and David.
Pepperbird dice.
Yeah. 4?
Pepperbird.
Uh-oh. 1.
Okay. So, nice enough. We're gonna jump ahead into the future about 6 days later.
Oh, wow.
You guys were able to get a room. They kind of gave you one, being shipwrecked. They understand, you know. The three of you have to share a room.
Can
You
if
have to
it's
stay
6
with the
days
pores
later,
now.
can I roll emotional damage?
Yes. You still do have to subtract the 5.
I only have 30 gold right now.
What the fuck?
Yeah, every time I roll a dice, I put it.
Is it a constitution? Sorry.
It is a
And I keep
a
it facing what I
wisdom.
roll.
That's right.
Yeah.
That is a 15.
15. You do not have it anymore.
Hooray.
Wait, what?
My
This one
emotional
knows how to
Oh,
damage.
the
roll.
emotional
Yeah.
damage. God damn, that's when you roll.
Dang.
No, it was like 4 times.
Yeah, it
I
was a
rolled,
lot,
and
dude.
I kept getting.
We had.
like,
I felt
4 on
so
the
bad
D4.
by the time that we got to that
Like
point
it was
that
cool
I was
at
like,
the beginning. 'Cause I was like, yeah, this is interesting. But at the end, I was all like,
Lainey
I'm
has to leave.
tired of this.
Sorry.
14,
Okay.
15.
Bye.
Actually, wait, no, it's a minus. It was still a -5. 10.
10? Oh, roll a d4.
Dang it.
Yeah, get 4. 4.
Actually, so 15 was enough to do it, right?
12 is enough to do it.
12 is enough to do it?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
I
give
will actually
myself...
say, since those days went by, make a charisma save real quick with
Okay.
that -5.
Okay,
You have advantage, remember?
that's right.
It's getting busy.
Bye.
See you later, alligator.
I pass.
Okay.
Going to push you.
18
So,
plus
you-
2. 20,
yeah.
Mod 20.
Mod 20. Okay.
In real life.
And
No,
then,
So you get to do your new 12s.
2 11s and a 3, so a 3 should do it.
3 should do it. So you burn that 3. You see like a future where you still have it, and
Fuck that guy in particular. Shut myself up.
no, I think in that moment, I think as you guys have been recovering,
Fuck that dumb moron who is stupid and not me.
I think more instead of doing that, you see that it kind of makes you withdraw away from Delilah a little bit, just like that, like allowing yourself to be that emotionally
Instead of
locked
following.
off.
Yeah.
And you like trail that thought process for a little while, and that fate is like you lose Delilah, and you don't want that. Like Delilah leaves the crew type future sight,
Fuck. Okay.
and you're like, no, and you
Lock in.
kind of you lock in.
I'm totally spending a lot of the time before that just like hobbling around the beach, just scanning for
I
Signs of
will say,
signs of people.
yeah. So there is no
random
sign
arm.
Yeah,
of
an
anybody.
arm.
Even over the 6 days, you actually have some of the locals like helping you and like keeping an eye out, because maybe they might wash ashore. After like the 3rd day, they're like if they were gonna wash up here, and I think
And it was like,
even during that time, they kind of explained to you that like you landing here was complete luck. If you didn't all wake up together, you guys did not end up. If they survived, they're not on the same island. You know, they landed on a different island.
and it's just like, all the same, I'm going to keep going and just continuously doing that.
I'll say for like that week, you don't find anything.
Just lie down at the beach.
Would Leap have found like swords by any chance?
I think that the same day, as you guys are like walking, like you're hobbling around, because I would presume that after a while you just stop listening to the freaking rabbit, like both of you, just like push her aside and march and start looking on the beach.
For sure.
And I think that is the thing you find is the two swords, and you go back and give them to a resting. I think the only person who is resting and is doing what they're told because that is who they are is Leaf. You two are like, we need to keep looking.
Poor Leaf only has one hand for that set of two swords. Too. Poor guy.
Yeah.
Weird question. The rules for those swords were written specific, like obviously for one person to wield both. What happens if one person just?
They're not
each?
coupled. They're independent swords.
Well, I mean, like the way that. So if the whole like making a hit with one, with the other rules.
No, they function independently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have mirroring things because of Heart of Harmony and Mind of Chaos, and they are sister swords. But if one person was just to have the Heart of Harmony, it would function as the Heart of Harmony.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you find those swords and you give them back to Leaf.
Who holds on to them like he's holding onto a life raft. He is just like.
They're so sad.
You
the rest of them.
the days kind of move by.
Question.
Yeah.
Legs. Do we both have both right leg, both left
That's
leg,
up to you
one
guys.
of each?
I could do my right leg.
Do not three-legged race this.
I was totally going to be like that is exactly what Casey was going to do.
I
Just
know!
be like, just make her just part of the sort of background babble of trying to half talk through this like terrible event. Just be like, did you ever do the three-legged races back at the college? That's right. You don't really like the touching. I'm sorry. And I just kind of move off of you just a little bit.
It's okay.
Okay.
You guys are given
We are
crutches.
giving kids, but
Yeah.
Crutches on sand.
Yeah, it is
No.
not
Yeah.
comfortable. It is
I was about to
definitely.
say, there's still,
Oh, and,
even with the crutches, there's still...
Yeah.
Did I buy my new clothes yet?
I will say, you guys on like that first day, you guys find whatever you decided to keep from your stuff. You guys find your like individual bags, but you do not find anything of the ship. There's no sign of Shaitan. There's no sign of Tanaka, Leaf, Maha, Cal. No sign of anyone.
No sign of Lee? I thought.
Sorry,
Lee
no
was
sign of
lying in
life.
bed.
No sign of life from
no
the-
sign
Sign
of
of
life.
life.
It's like, hope maybe Maha and Cal are alive.
Well, I know that
Maha
Maha
tried to say Cal before.
Yeah, Maha tried to leave us behind.
That's the fairy.
Yeah.
saw
So
it fly, right?
there's no sign of anyone else. And I think after 6 days, I think you guys have to. Even the locals are kind of like, there's no. They might be. They never say that they're dead, but they're not gonna arrive here.
Is there debris from the ship?
No.
We're sure the ship wrecked.
Just,
Yes, you are 100% sure the
Or
ship
did
wrecked.
we get,
the ship
or did
basically
we get
exploded on
washed off
contact.
of the ship, and the rest of the crew is safe aboard the ship somewhere else?
No, you guys. As like time has gone by, your memories have slowly come back. The ship wrecked. You guys should not have survived. The death of you all should have been all but certain. It's almost as if some kind of entity outside of your control was like, you are not going to die. Even in the impossibility of falling off a mountain that is 3 times the height of Everest into a waterfall that is twice as strong as Niagara Falls and into an ocean that is literally known as the Pirates' Graveyard, you all should have died. But yet some greater force than even me saved you all.
power of friendship.
And
Power
somehow
of-
you guys still aren't technically pirates yet.
The power of people wanting a ship to sail.
The ship is wrecked. The ship prevails.
Sail the
I
ship.
may not.
It was
have
Doug,
died, but I did
apparently.
lose my-
So, thank you, Doug, because that was so much work I had planned. Anyway, yeah, I think after about a week, you guys kind of. If you went beyond that, I think it would just be delusional, like feeding into the idea that you will find them. They not at any point again. They make it very clear. It was luck that you landed on this island, and that someone found you. It could also be luck that on another island, they survived.
Or another island, we find their bodies.
Yes.
Reopen that one.
Okay. So, well,
It's like,
well,
well,
if I don't have new clothes yet, I'm sort of wrapped up. in
I will
bandages.
say, like
I'm just-
that's the first day you find it. I think if you if you had the money, I think a gold would be more than enough to get all three of you outfitted with your new stuff.
I left most of my money on the ship. I only have 30.
Yeah, so a gold would.
My gold will do.
I would even say you probably have 29 and 5 silver type deal.
Oh, okay.
Like you have, it's not a lot to outfit, especially on an island like this.
Okay.
And I think the inn is not charging you. They're like, you guys survived a shipwreck.
Oh,
You guys are recovering.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like they're fully under the. You saw how nervous and worried the bunny was at first, and then once you guys were all taken care of, she like kind of focused up. She was the one who dealt with the inn. Like she went to the innkeeper. You guys are at the Coral Cup, and just was like, they need a room, and it was like, you now realize why she is the healer, and very similar to Delilah in like, my patients need to be cared for, and so you guys have had time to heal. Yeah. So.
Okay. Well, horrified that I have an additional scar covering up my eye.
I'll say you were able to find like an opaque enough fabric that you can see through that people can't.
you look like a pirate with that on. It's very becoming.
Well, thank you.
You guys, and you have had to suffer through all of you three sharing a room.
The worst part.
Yeah.
Have to share a room with the pores.
Good God.
All 2 of them.
So.
Well, one of them I'm very upset with.
Yeah, I think the.
Why are you upset?
What did I do?
So as the like. The realization like probably hit you like day 4, day 5. It's day 6. You guys have hit that acceptance. What are you guys doing that the like 7th day?
The 7th day, I'm just like, okay, we have condolences and bad news to hand out on arrival.
I will actually, on the 7th day, I think now Delilah, because you make that point of like checking. I think after you accept it, you get the newspaper, and you guys see a notice in the newspaper. Student expedition from Academia, Aurora Academia, believed to have attempted misguided entry into Calamity. Students missing, presumed dead, and they list everyone's names. There is life and leaf. There is only one leaf Bargy on there. I think you could presume that that's just like a typo because the names are the exact same.
Yeah, they just deleted one.
Yeah.
Like, that's a duplicate.
Yeah. So in this space, there is the idea that you are dead.
Well, we could probably use this to our advantage.
Is Tonic on that list? Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Tanaka.
He was from a.
So there
Yeah,
is
it's
a
a different-
separate article
Yeah.
that Tanaka from the other school is also presumed dead.
It's like, yeah,
Oh, yes.
he goes to our school. He's just from a different
Yeah,
camp.
I'm so glad that that's your first thought, Delilah, is that we could use my brother and our friend's death to advantage. That's very, very touching.
Listen, you do not get to
I
lecture
say,
me.
staring at
The only reason why we are here in the first place is because you were looking into things that you shouldn't have. That is the reason
Oh,
why
yeah.
our friends are dead now.
Nix, you are currently at the
Oh, and I'm just.
yeah. I will say that you guys are both you guys are both
Really?
at the bar.
That's why we
I
came to
feel like
Calamity.
I've shared.
Wait,
at
where
least
is this
one
argument
drink.
happening?
It is like in the tavern area.
I think I've at least tried to approach Hike with a drink once. Just be like, addict.
Yeah, I don't say it. I just take it. Like,
No conversation.
nope.
We're just. I
I'm
just have
not
like
dealing
just
with that.
a
at
row of
this
shots,
moment.
and you take one. Like one for me.
And I've
for you.
drank in like at least half of them by the time you took that first
like-
one.
Yeah.
That's not how this game goes.
Game.
Never mind.
So what were you saying, David?
Angry mutterings at Delilah blaming me for us going to Calamity. We didn't go to Calamity because I was looking. We went to Calamity because, well, do you want to blame who wanted to go to Calamity? I don't think we want to. We're going to actually start blaming and pointing fingers now, at this point.
Listen, the only reason why I didn't turn you into the Dracon is because I promised your brother that I would not harm you. And that is a promise I intend to keep. I think I will leave it at that for now.
I need to learn how to say just for, you know.
I kind of claw back the remaining shots that have not been taken by Mike. I set three, like one in front of all the three of us. I'm just like,
He's
Let's-
old enough to drink, Nix.
let's not dwell too much on that.
They
bar's not a daycare.
I would say very clearly, Vaughn looks old enough to drink
I'm-
with the streaks of gray
Yeah.
in
We have-
their hair.
Almost matching hair, which is scary.
Yeah. But and Delilah is very childish in appearance just because they're so short. But you could, I think, as a fellow half-leather, you'd be like, oh, I recognize the age there.
Yeah.
Actually, make a perception check as this comes about. And you would 100% have advantage on this.
I know your mom.
Natural 20.
Let's
Natural
go.
20.
Oh, damn.
Fuck your mom.
No. So as they're sitting there having this discussion, you see they're
Son?
you spot a very similar like trinket around Leaf's neck. And you reach into your pocket and you pull out.
I'm gonna go slide down the bar counter to that way and say, hey buddy, I couldn't help but notice. And I'm gonna show off the trinket. Very similar to the one you have around your neck.
Oh,
Leaf,
great. We have a secret society now.
You recognize the trinket. You look at the one wrapped around your neck. For the first time ever, you see, like, you take in the fact that there is a break in it. It's not... that is a new development on the trinket.
Does this mean anything to you?
Well,
Are you relatives?
I mean, this was my mother's, and that's all I know about it.
Do you know your mother's
Are
name?
you? Do I know my mother's name?
Leaf, do you guys
know
are
your
life?
mother's
Do you
name?
do you know your mother's name?
That is the face of someone who's forgotten their mothers.
I may have had it in notes somewhere.
I don't think we decided on one, so...
I will say for now,
Yeah.
I think you fell off a mountain. You may not remember.
Slightly concussed, at least.
Yeah.
What? I fell off a mountain.
A little
I'm lucky
bit.
I remember which.
Because, baby,
I'm lucky I remember which twin I am.
Yes. So I don't think you do. I think you, having grown up in the area and having left by choice, you never saw them in the convoy. But you recognize the trinket. It is something that like everyone has. It passes from like, as like a thing to remember where you're from.
An heirloom. Something.
And also, go ahead and make a history check. I'll say at disadvantage because you've done a lot in your life. So
14.
14. There is a vague memory of a few of the of some of the true Sledar, the pure Sledar, have missing their necklaces, and it was known that like you would give it to your child once they were like ready to leave, or if you did like you were leaving. But there were also ones who decided to like other half Sledar who like stay with their associated family member, and they were gifted that as like a token of we will always be a part of the convoy even if we're not there. So I think you recognize this as a companion, and very possibly you guys are related. I mean, same dark hair, same relative heights,
Same lipstick.
Relative height.
Genetic lipstick.
and close to the same eyes. There is a bit like yours are amber red, theirs are gold. So there's a little bit of a difference there.
And I'll just like swing it back and forth in my hand and say, well, I don't know about you, but I got this from the convoy that I grew up in. So seeing as you have a matching one, well, it seems like there's more for us to discuss.
And
I'm
with that,
Yeah.
as you end on that, it's time to say
I
goodbye.
have a sip.
Daddy?
They're both 22. Jeez.
Cousin, let's go bowling.
Ohana. You guys, thanks for joining. You guys are all back.
Can't wait till life comes back as a zombie.
Ha! That would be hilarious.
It would be,
And
Emotional
it would be dark.
damage.
It would be unlife. But thank you to Knob Hill Fabrics for hosting us. We still have, I believe you guys still have the dragon.
We still have the dragon bag.
Dragon Bag. If you find yourself in Albuquerque, New Mexico, come over, support this wonderful local business. Also support just local business in general. It's super cool. It helps your entire town and sticks it to the man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is anyone? Watch the newest episode of
I
Apothecary
was about to
Diaries.
say,
I haven't watched it
Holy
yet.
cow!
it's the
Do
second
it.
to last.
It's the second to last of the season, so you gotta watch it.
There she is. You're not my real mom.
There's is there anything else that anyone wants to give a shout out to?
I did watch this movie. It's been out for a long time now, but it's called Companion. It was really good.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah,
It was really good.
I'm not.
It's on Max.
I just started the Jobless Reincarnation anime.
Oh, nice.
That shit is
all of them?
sus.
Yeah, it's
It's
yes,
sus.
yeah. It does. I can't say that it gets good, but it does.
But it does do more of what you've already seen.
Yeah, it does get reasonable.
Okay, that makes me feel better.
Yeah.
That's
It's
a
not
plus.
good.
No, it's so like your sus is yes, it makes sense. However, it moves away from that relatively quickly.
Oh, okay, cool.
But then there is like the whole idea like as bad stuff happens, you're like, oh, this is bad in a different way, and then also, but like, it's messed up.
Okay,
Yeah.
heard.
But it's a good story, and it like a lot of it is like, oh, that makes sense because of the situations.
Okay.
So yeah.
Matt, Doug is asking if Companion is about dogs.
No,
Like
it
a
is
dog's
not.
purpose. Apparently not. Cool.
You know, I mean, they already gave a lot of stuff away in like the trailer, but it's a good movie.
Okay.
It stars Jack Quaid.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, son of Dennis Quaid. Yes?
Nephew,
Yeah.
I think.
Doug is
No, it's
thinking
son.
goodness.
Oh, his son? Oh,
Son,
okay.
yeah,
Dennis is
Jack
not
Quaid
like the dead
and Meg Ryan.
Oh, cool. Anything else? This is our last stream before the end of Pride Month, so...
Pride Month.
Yes.
Yep.
Read.
First stream in July, we're killing them lesbians.
Read. This is how you lose the Time War.
Yeah, that's a good book.
There you
I
go.
read that one.
I'm only like halfway through it, but
I
it's
do
good.
want to say, if you are a member of the community, if you're an ally, thank you so much. It is super important now, as ever, to support the LGBTQIA+ community, and to keep fighting for all of our individual rights as people, as entities, and anything in between. So if you have a chance to vote for something that helps us out, please go out and vote. If you have a petition that can help us out, please sign the petition, all of that stuff. And always make sure that you look for businesses that are supportive of diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives, because that is so important. It really does help out. Anyway, with all of that said, thank you all for watching. It is amazing. You are great and wonderful, and I'm going to try this. You always have a spot on our crew. Thanks for joining. Bye.
Oh, yeah.